What's going, guys? It's RGamer on my channel, and tonight, well, last night actually, was a good pay-per-view and stuff, and very different. See the thumbnail already or whatever picture. Called Ring of Honor, Death Before Dishonored. Ring of Honor, Death Before Dishonored, 2023, and this is gonna be a review of the matches from the 0 hour to the main show. So yeah, anyways, yeah, so I haven't been making a lot of videos lately. I haven't been getting much in the mail or whatever. Yeah, yeah, don't blame me on that. But yeah. So right now is a review. I might be getting the Walking Dead comics. I'm gonna win because they're scanning it or something. Because it's from England. So yeah, so not my fault. Anyways, so we're gonna start with the 0 hour and stuff. There's four of them. So yeah, the first match. Uh, was was Woods take on Hot Sauce Williams varsity athletes. Yeah, there's two. All right, here I want to talk about the notable moments on here because there's not much to talk about. So yeah, with this. All right, noble moments and stuff. The way Woods brought Williams down into a double wristlock submission was brilliant. Henry and Anthony have some nice double team moves. Henry is especially creative in the ring. Dreddy was showing out in the tag team. Lifting out Drake on his shoulders was an impressive display of power. Excuse me. Ardoro's kneeling German suplex was a cool spot. Fox's springboard 450 to the floor was a thing of beauty. Alright. Uh, yeah, there's four of these. Leah Hirsch won. So, take him down. Sometimes this doesn't say nothing much on here. The match follow usually pattern for a combo like this. There uses size to dominate most of the comebacks. Also, blah blah. Oh shit, I skipped one, did I? Okay. No, I don't think. Yeah, there's not much on the pre-show. But anyway, let's get to the main card. Yeah, the first match, Gravity versus Commander. So, yeah. This was a good match. Not too bad of a match, man. It was a luchador match. That's what it was, and yeah, it was good. I liked it because Ring of Honor has some good matches and stuff. So yeah, I mean, read this first. Yeah. No moments. Gravity's mask is unique. Is really sets him apart from the other luchadors in AEW and ROH. Trying to recap every cool spot in this match would be impossible. Just go watch this one. It's about close to recapturing the magic of the WCW Cruiserweight division as it gets. Alex Brantes wasn't as animated at ringside as he usually is, which was a good thing. He didn't distract from the action ringside at all. Gravity was using one arm to lift Commander for a powerbomb was impressive. So yeah, Gravity won the first match on the main card. Alright, Samoa Joe versus Dalton Castle for the ROH TV title. I almost said TNT. Yeah. Yeah, this was a good match. It wasn't too bad. It was different, but the suckest part about this match was the boys got kicked out and stuff, and that pissed everybody off, especially me, because man, the boys are very cool. when they're with Dalton Castle, and Dalton Castle did a lot and stuff, and um, yeah. Anyways, they were playing mind games at first before the match. I mean, the match started, but they were like warming the ring and stuff, and around the ring, and yeah, and got some fists going and stuff, and punching each other and all that stuff, and yeah. So Hathaway, John, the commentary team for this match, he was not amused by Castle's antics. He always tell when Joe is having fun in a match because he smiles a lot more, which makes him even more intimidating somehow. Hathaway always knows the assignment. He can make the smallest thing the funniest part of any sim he's in. So yeah, there was some cheating a little bit, some back and forth, fighting and all that stuff, blah blah, and yeah. So Samoa Joe won and still the ROH TV title. All right, Akina versus Richard Boy versus Best Friends versus Aussie Open ROH tag titles. This was a good match. It was back and forth a lot, and man, it was hard. I don't know who to go for, but yeah. So yeah, this was a good match. Everybody was back and forth. So yeah, Aussie Open tag team or the new ROH tag titles stuff, and here comes the notable moments, observations. It's great, and the announcers talked about the legacy of Jay Briscoe and his impact on the tag team scene in ROH and other promotions. Penta's white gear was awesome. Taven's so great, making you dislike him. Some guys just have a face you want to punch, and Taven is smart to take advantage of that. Using he, Fletcher and Phoenix had a great exchange of performance strikes. It took a little too long to set up suplex spots, so looked like everyone was just waiting for it to happen. So yeah, our Aussie Open are the new ROH tag team champions. Um, Mogul and Bassi versus Wadu Takushi and Rufin ROH two man tag titles. Yeah, so I thought this was gonna be a short match, like not even a second and stuff, but I don't know. That's my thing, cause I thought it was gonna last long, but challengers had three powerhouses, so they were able to use their advantage for a short burst of defense. Well, this match perfectly spotted. There was no story behind it. Blah blah. Okay, no moments. Tankoshi, I hope I'm saying this right. I'm sorry if I butchered the name. Made the mistake of trying to compare physics with the machine, which only served to make Cage laugh. And Rufin and Khan accidentally collided at ringside when Rufin was supposed to avoid him. It looked like Khan might have hurt his nose from the impact. We were supposed to suspend our disbelief in purpose, but it's hard to believe Rufin could take down Khan with a DT the way he did. Khan is too big. Rufin did not have the leverage to make up the difference. So yeah, Mongol and Bassi are still the ROH six man tag champion titles thing. All right. Kasuari Shibata versus Dan Garcia ROH Pure Championship. This was a good match. It was great. It was good. It wasn't too bad. Um, there were some judges as always because of the it's a different match. So yeah. There were some pure breaks and stuff like during the pre-show kickoff thing. There was some on that too, and alright, let me see what it says on here. The Pure Championship was on the line, and second Pure Rules match of the night. Shibata put the title on the line against the former champion himself, Garcia. Garcia was forced to use one of his three Rope breaks early with. Sorry, I'm trying not to yawn. Shibata got him locked in a figure four, regrouped and suckered Shibata out of the ring so he could throw him into the barricade. They worked a minimal pace throughout the match of what we saw was ground offense, but they may mix in some strikes and quicker sequences to spice things up here and there. Then someone said on here on the thing says the judges at ringside literally. Uh, I don't know. That's just the match itself because it was the pure championship belt. That's why. So yeah, Garcia doing his belt. Blah blah blah. Um, it was good, but excuse me. Kishori Shibata won the match and stuff, and yeah, and Daniel Garcia was dancing. All right, Garcia's growth as an entertainer has been so impressive. He came into AEW a couple years ago as pure technician, and now he is legitimately one of the funniest people in the company because of his dance. That's why Shibata is so good making it look like he doesn't hold back with his kicks. The way Shibata sold for Garcia was perfect. He never over or undersold anything. Garcia dancing in Shibata's face until he sat down was hilarious. Yeah, that part was fucking hilarious, man. I was laughing, and it was crazy. All right, the next match, we're almost finished. Got two left. All right, the Righteous versus Dark Order, and this was a crazy match. I mean, there was some blood and stuff, and when the Wizards were bleeding. Alright, this was a fight without honor, which means the match had virtually no rules. Uno, oh, I'm sorry, it's the fight without honor. It should have said it right here. I don't want it just said Righteous versus Dark Order. It should have said fight without honor. Whatever, it's a match. Anyways, this was a fight with honor, which means it had virtually no rules. Uno and Grayson stared each other down as everyone else started brawling. After they were alone in the ring, they began throwing hands. Since everyone sort of paired up and fought in different areas, it was hard to keep track of everyone was doing at any given time. It was also took no time for them to bring weapons into the equation. Uno even ended up with his mask torn up and a huge gash on his head at once. Once they brought a pile of Lego in the ring, Uno and being powerbombed into them and a pile of thumbtacks at the same time twice. That fucking hurt, man. That like fucking hurt. I hate thumbtacks and I hate Legos the way they feel when you step on a Lego. It fucking hurts. It fucking hurts so bad. They found the ring at ringside and on stage. Everyone was bleeding. By the end, they were never going to match the brutality of the blood and guts bout from Dynamite, but they came closer than expected. Dark Order was able to secure the victory by taking out Grayson with a triple team move onto the tacks and Lego. This was nuts in the best way. So yeah, the Dark Order defeated the Righteous. I thought they were gonna lose at first, but no. So they won. The Dark Order finally won. It was a good match. The announcer made sure to announce Grayson separately from Dutch and Benson, but Grayson's gear made it look like he was officially in the Righteous now. Uno and Grayson went through a table that seemed to actually appear out of nowhere at ringside. It's kind of funny to think about one of these guys taking the time to wrap a 2x4 in barbed wire and paint it black in a free time. The slam Silver took out onto the thumbtacks looked brutal. This match featured the second we want fire chant of the week. Because remember in some wrestling matches, remember the wrestlers could put the the gasoline thing and then put fire on it. Man, I remember those days. Those days were fucking badass. But man, I hope they do that someday on here when some of the matches. Alright, so we got two more left. So yeah, which means we're on Claudio Castagnoli versus Pac ROH World Championship match. I thought this was gonna be the main event at first, but the women's match took over the main event. So it's okay. Just give every woman a chance. That's what Tony Khan does. He gives every woman a chance. You know, because women bust their ass every single day and night for wrestling. So yeah, first two matches. This is the first main event. So first two of the main event, two men who are partners on was the night go to war. Yeah, because they kind of broke up for the during the blood and guts thing. So yeah, Claudio and Pac. Um, the champ nailed the challenger with an uppercut right away to get an early advantage. He had a huge pop up uppercut a moment later for the first near fall of the match. The first several minutes were all about Casanova inflicting punishment on the man who wronged his team. So yeah, after throwing Pac out of the ring and sorry, my thing is shaking. After throwing Pac out of the ring through a table, Casanova hit a huge elbow drop for a near fall. The longer this match went, the more aggressive both men became. There was no babyface in this match, but it didn't matter to the crowd. The Switzerman and the man Gravity forgot put up on a fantastic match worthy of the world title. Pac countered the Ricola bomb. Hope I said that right. Twice before Wheeler Yuta provided the distraction. Casanoli needed to hit it on the third attempt for the win. The Lucha Bros came down to unite Dead Triangle and attack Yuta and Casanelli best friends, and Orange Cassidy joined the fight for some reason and ended up being the last man standing. Okay, so yeah, Claudio Castagnoli is still the ROH World Champion. So yeah, it's a while that Castagnoli and Pac did blood and guts on Wednesday and were in a good enough shape to have this bout 2 days later. It cannot be understated how impressive it for someone to catch another grown man blah moonsault and make it look easy. Gravity was shown you watching the match from backstage, so it looks like he remembers Pac after all. The table bump Pac took it was nasty. Casanova just threw him out, ran through the table. It was wild. So yeah, that was a good match too. All right, the main event: Athena versus Willow Nightingale ROH Women's Championship match. This is the second and final match for the main event. Uh, Even though both men were showing a lot of aggressive right away, they kept things relatively clean. They were locking up, going for takedowns, and trying to counter each other. It took a minute or two before they started throwing punches. The crowd was heavily in favor of Willow, which was expected. So the Fallen Goddess was really playing up her heel side. This match was physical and pushed both women to their limit. They wanted to make sure everyone knew why they were in the main event, and they accomplished that goal. Athena hit obliteration in the corner and then powered Willow up for an impressive powerbomb, but she couldn't get the pin. Chance of fight forever broke out as they kept kicking out of each other's biggest moves. As after a long struggle, the ref eventually called for the bell when it was clear Willow had passed out in a crossface. The champion stood tall with her title as the crowd booed. So yeah, Athena is still the ROH Women's Champion. Man, I thought Willow was gonna win, but it's okay. Athena's entrance attire with wings was great. Um, Athena throws great strikes. She follows through instead of pulling her punch, but she does it in a safe way that protects her opponents. Little swinging reverse neck breaker was awesome. So yeah, that was it for this show. So yeah, it was good. It wasn't bad. Not too bad of a show. So yeah, that was it. And so I'm looking weird and stuff. But anyways, great show. I watched SmackDown, Friday Night SmackDown afterwards, and Rampage. Okay, tell you the truth though, TNT needs to fix their fucking um channel because TBS had the same issue this past Wednesday. There was no sound all night during TBS, except TNT has sound, but TBS didn't have sound, which was weird. No audio on TBS. Um, yeah, so I watched TBS on the app instead. So hope I watched TNT too. Probably same thing. Anyways, so that was it for tonight, and yeah, sorry I've been making a lot of videos lately, and so my bad. And I'm so tired, long night and stuff. So anyways, that was it for this video, and I see you all next time in the next video. Laters.